Hello, hello. Welcome to Sparkle.Sanctuary. My name is Rebecca, and I am so glad you're joining me today. This is the final part of my 4-part series of unboxing Margaret Diamond Art Club pieces. She's my favorite artist, and October is my birth month. So I spent some money, got myself the diamond paintings that I've had on my wish list for a while, and just went ahead and dove headfirst into it. Probably got way too many, but you know what? Everybody's stash is too big, right? Anyway, like I said, this is the last part in the series, so I will go ahead and get started. What I have in front of me is Chroma and Spring Awakening. Now, if you notice, one box is blue and the other one is pink. That is because the pink boxes and the round right here indicate a round-shaped diamond, and the blue boxes with the square here indicate a square-shaped diamond. They do also say that. Diamond Art Club puts a thumbnail on the front of their box and then basically a picture of the image on the front as well. It wraps around the side, which is kind of cool to see. So it is wrapped on both sides. On this side of the diamond painting, they all say Unleash Your Inner Artist. Now, this is the most recent of their Diamond Art Club boxes. They have been through a series of changes, so they may not look exactly like this if you get an older kit. But then on this side, it does say they cover the full drill area. They have another thumbnail, and then they give information about the kit. So this one, again, is Chroma. It has 70 colors, including one electro diamond. An electro diamond is a metallic diamond. I'll show that. One iridescent diamond. An iridescent is kind of like a rhinestone or a crystal. And then 4 fairy dust diamonds. And fairy dust is basically a glittery mica powder that covers the top of the diamond to just give it a little bit of extra sparkle. It's a pretty subtle sparkle, but it's very pretty. This kit has 82 colors. It has one Aurora Borealis, which is a iridescent coating that represents the northern lights, one electro diamond, one iridescent diamond, and 6 fairy dust diamonds. Since she's got so many specials and I really haven't seen any unboxings or anything, and then round shape is my favorite kind of diamond painting, I'm going to save her for last. So let's go ahead and set her aside and we will get into Chroma. I thankfully have my handy dandy scissors here. So that I can get this open, because there is a plastic wrap around the outside of the diamond painting. While I'm unboxing this, I will show you the bottom has like a QR code and then another thumbnail and information about the kit. I believe that's so that you can store your diamond paintings in the box however you want to. So that's very handy. Then, so inside the box is another box. It just says, "Do what makes you sparkle." That's kind of their mantra, or their logo, they're saying, as part of their logo. So you pull the box out, and then in here is a toolkit, the kit itself, and an envelope. So I'll get these out. Oh, I can get a hold of it and set this aside. Okay, so we will get to that in just a second. So the envelope, you just kind of squeeze the sides and open it up. There's tips and tricks. There is a kit contents. There's their socials, information about joining the Facebook group, and 20% off your first time app purchase. There is also a treasure quest card. It looks like I got a gold one. I almost always get bronze, so it's exciting to get a gold one. But you collect these. They have a way that you can go online and exchange these for some kind of kit or something. I'm not sure. I haven't really looked into it very much. But when you get this diamond shape here is a sticker, their logo is a sticker, the name of the kit is a sticker. When you turn it over, the start and end date is a sticker, this thumbnail is a sticker, and then information about the kit is a separate sticker. And then when you open it up, inside is stickers that you can put to kit up, and each one of these comes apart, and you just take those out and put them on your kit, and when you're kitting up, so that you are able to label everything so that you have them where you want them. This one again has 70 colors. And so on here, all of their specials are identified from the number 65 down. So they have K, which represents electro, L, which represents iridescent, and Z, which represents the fairy dust. So I will only be showing you the specials when we get to the kit, so that you don't have to sit through looking through all the diamonds. And I hope that everybody enjoys that process better than showing all of them. Set that aside. I'll show you one of the 2 toolkits. I've done this in each of the videos, so if you've already seen this part in my other videos, please feel free to fast forward. But the kits come with this toolkit right now, It has a bag of baggies. It has your pin with a single placer on one side. It's just got a metal tip, and you screw that down and it has the wax pop out the end. So there is some clear wax inside here that you can take this apart and refill it. It does have a 4-placer on this end that also can come off, so that you can swap it out if you want to with another single placer straightener, or in here is a 7-placer that you can swap it with. There is some pink wax for you to use in your multi-placer, and there's more clear wax that you can use to fill your single placer. And then the tray has a stopper and a lid so that you can store it really easily. Put this bag of baggies in here so that you can store this really easily, or so that you can, like if you have pets or little kids. There went the lid. Give me just a second. Anyway, as I was saying, if you have pets or little kids, and you need to walk away from your diamond painting for any reason, you can put the stopper on there, put the lid on there, and then your diamonds won't go anywhere. I will say that the backs of these are a little bit short, and I find that when I shake pretty aggressively, so my diamonds end up popping out the back. So these are not my favorite trays, but they are really great quality for just your standard kit, better than your standard kit. It does say Diamond Art Club. I have not been able to get my camera to focus to be able to show that, but you can also see there's like a lip here so that you can stack them with other trays if you wanted to, kit up multiple. And technically you could put the sticker right here, and then you could just kit up a whole bunch of them if you have multiple trays. Okay, I'll set that aside and we'll go ahead and get into this. These diamond paintings come in a dust cover bag. And you just pull that out. So I'm going to take out the diamonds first and kind of show you that. Oh, look at those bright colors. I love it. If you look here, it has the name of the kit, Chroma, and then it has the SKU number. The SKU number actually has, it matches the sticker sheet, and then it also matches the bottom of your canvas. So I'll show you that really fast. I'm going to kind of secretly, but not secretly, unroll this so I can show you. So down here, there is the number, and that matches all of those things. So go ahead and get started on the kit then. So there is a little thumbnail, information about the kit. Here is information about their socials, their warranty. On the bottom right, there is a legend of the symbols. And on the top left, there's also a legend of the symbols. And then the very top of the diamond painting has their logo. It makes your Sparkle Diamond Art Club. This is not a very big kit compared to the last unboxing that I did of squares. This is a much smaller square shaped diamond painting. I think this one would be not terribly hard to work on, and would probably go fairly quickly, especially because looking at it, so there is color blocking where you can use your multi-placer and do several diamonds at one go. And then there's confetti where there's just a mixture of colors, and it's just, you're constantly changing out the colors, which takes a little longer. This one looks like there's a really nice amount of little blocks of color blocking. So like this through here, through here, through here, like there's through here, through there, but it also looks like it color changes. This really looks like a very fun diamond painting. Yeah, this is, a lot of times the bigger square ones I kind of avoid because I'm not a huge fan of square diamond paintings, but I think this one is going to be on my sooner rather than later kit. This is a really nice size. It's not too big, and I love the color blocking confetti. As you saw, the kit laid out pretty flat. I rolled it back slightly just to get it to lay flat a little faster, but it didn't take long, and for it to fully lay out, it won't take very long at all. There is a cover paper on here that covers the stick, and that is very sticky. And on the cover paper, there are like grid lines. I'm not sure you'll be able, there you go. You can see that. You just tear these apart, and then you can have them kind of help guide you on where your spacing is. I prefer to use washi tape to block mine out, but I've heard people say that they really like this way. So it's a good option. If you notice on any of your kits, they have like these little bubbles. That isn't the kit itself. That's actually the way the plastic has been laid on the canvas. All you really need to do is pull up the plastic, and it lays nice and flat. That is very nice and flat. I'm not sure if you can see that, but yeah. And then I just put the plastic and very carefully try to lay that back down. And look at that. It even makes the image lay flatter faster. So yeah, so that's definitely an option if you're looking for tips for that. Okay, so what I will do is I will open the diamonds, and I will find the specials, and then I will show you where the specials are. And I can't remember if I told you guys, but this image is 46.8 centimeters by 70.7 centimeters. If I forget to do that kind of stuff, please feel free to ask that in the comment section below, and I will answer you. Sometimes I just get excited about kits and I kind of forget where I'm at and what I've done, but give me just a second and I will pull out the specials. Okay, so here is our first special diamond. The Z1, as I said earlier, is a fairy dust. So this is kind of a coral color. I'm not sure if it's going to come across appropriately on screen. It is kind of a coral, a darker coral, and it has this just shimmery mica powder on top. So that one is going to have this, it almost looks like a kind of a tint. They're sprinkled through these areas. Let's see, they're sprinkled through here. There's some through here. And through here. There's a little bit here and here. There's a little bit here and here. I even see some like on the tops of her lids and in her eyebrows. And then there's a couple in her crown here. And there's a little bit right there. Now, I'm not sure that I'm going to find every single one of these symbols on the canvas. I'm going to do the best I can. So just know those are some areas, but it's definitely not going to be all cover everything, because there is quite a bit of where the color is spread out on here. Here is another one, Z993. This is kind of a teal color. Looking a little bit more blue teal on the screen than green in real life. But it's like a curved arrow. So it's right there, a little bit through here. There's a little bit there. There's some up in here. There's a little tiny piece here, like a few there. There's a little bit there. So again, this is it's kind of sprinkled in various areas on the canvas. All right, so here is L5200. This is going to be our iridescent or kind of rhinestone color. It is just kind of like a clear top of a silver, it's kind of hard to see. So this one is a line symbol, sideways line. So there's kind of through here. It's a lighter color. It's not quite white, but it's pretty close. There's some through here and through there, sprinkled through there and sprinkled through here. There's a couple sprinkles of it around here and just kind of sprinkled throughout, almost like white spots around the edges. And then here is Z341. This is the letter A. That is sprinkled. There's a few here on her sleeve. There's a few here and a few here and some there, and a few here. I think that's all I see of that one. So we just have one more left. Let's see if I can find it. So this one is our K. So this is our electro or metallic diamond. The yellow is not actually the color you're going to see. It's going to be that gold topped color that you're going to see on the canvas. And that one says it is the letter N. So there's some on her ring here and on this ring here. There's some in her crown and some in this flower and down through here a little bit. There's a little bit through here and some through here and then a little bit right there. That's all I see. Okay, let me get Chroma cleaned up and we will get out Spring Awakening. All right, so here is Spring Awakening. We'll go ahead and get into this one. This one is the same as the last one, all the information about the kit, including the SKU number and everything on the bottom of the box for how to be able to store it. So we'll just get into this kit. So this one is 55.6 centimeters by 73.5 centimeters. The toolkit in here is the same as the last one, so I'll just set that aside. And here's our kit and our envelope with the sticker in it. All right, so these open up just like the other one. And this one looks like I got a bronze Treasure Quest card. And then in here, there's our thumbnail of the image that we're going to be looking at. It looks so pretty. It's very, it kind of reminds me of like Old Masters kind of artwork. Look at that 82 colors and look at that color palette. I imagine this is going to be really pretty. And it looks like all of the special diamonds are listed here. So number 74 down. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 special diamonds in this kit. I am so excited about that and looking forward to this kit. So we will get into it. Diamond Art Club kits, I mentioned before that they come in a dust cover bag, but I don't think in the last kit I spoke very much about the canvas quality itself. There's a soft backing, like a flocking on it. And it does, like, it's really nice to work on. It helps make the canvas malleable and soft to work on. But I will say, like, I've noticed it catches a lot of dirt and debris, hair, that kind of stuff. So if you have pets, that'll probably gather pet hair. So I think it's really best if you can store it in the dust cover bag, if at all possible. I keep mine in tubes under my bed, so I don't have to worry about it. But the edges are all scalloped. Let's see if I can pull that up. They're all scalloped along the edges, and then there's like this poking. There's a term for it, but I can't remember what it is. But yeah, that was just a little bit of the edge of the canvas. When they were cutting it, it didn't quite come off, but that doesn't, there's nothing wrong with the canvas itself. It's not fraying, all the quality is okay. So this one looks like it was rolled upside down. Okay, wait, before I fully open her, let's look at this color palette. Look at all of those earth tones. That is so pretty. Sorry, my ring light is having a hard time kind of letting us see that, but that's really gorgeous. Lots of tans and browns and greens and yellows and oranges. Perfect for fall, even though it says spring awakening. Okay. So this is the bottom of her. I go, all right. Her hand is rendered well. So her other hand is rendered well as well. That looks pretty good. Oh my gosh, look at how pretty she is. Oh, got my finger stuck in the glue. Look at how pretty she is. I've not seen this one unboxed. Like I said, it kind of reminded me of Old Masters artwork, and I love that. I love the ring around her. I think maybe that's what gives me the feel of it being an Old Masters kind of art piece. So I'm going to flip this over. Just kind of roll it backwards to help it lay flat a little faster. Because this is poured glue, the canvases can be rolled backwards without any issues. Most diamond paintings anymore are poured glue, but if you get one that's double-sided adhesive, I don't recommend doing that to this, to the canvas. So she's not terribly big. She's about the size of my desk, which is not huge compared to some of the other ones that I have. And again, this has the perforated paper. It's a nice thick paper, good quality. Wow. She's so pretty. Holding all of these like flowers and vegetables or fruits, flowers and fruits. She's so pretty. Look at her hair. Wow. This is going to be fun to work on. Okay. So let me get out the diamonds and I will show you where the special diamonds go. Okay. Now that the plastic wrap isn't on there, you can kind of see the color spread a little better. Isn't that pretty? Okay. We have a lot of specials to get through, so I'm going to get it started. Okay. So here is our first special diamond. This one is got mica powder on the top of it. It's really subtle. I'm not sure that's going to come across on camera. C437. This line with 2 slashes through it. Where? Oh, okay. So it is all through the ring. It's the lighter color through the entire ring of this. So it'll give like a really subtle sparkle to that extra, just like a little extra to the outside. That's really pretty. So here is our second AB, or second special diamond. This one's an AB. This one's the Aurora Borealis. Has that special coating on the top that gives it kind of a rainbow iridescent effect. Really cool. So AB3348. So it is the light areas of the filigree, like all through here, through there. I see it through here. Yeah, anywhere there's like a super light color, through here and here, through there and there and there and there. In the greenery, there is that AB. Here's our next one, Z3354. This one, again, is the fairy dust, so it's just a pink with this light, like mica powder on top. So there's some through here on this flower. There's some on this pink flower. There's some on this pink flower. There's some on this pink flower, and that one, and those ones up there. Trying to see if it's anywhere else. Looks like there's some in that pink flower as well. All right, here's special diamond number 4. This one, again, just has that mica powder coating on top to give a little bit of extra sparkle. Z3064 is the letter E. There is this E like sprinkled through her hair. That's going to be so pretty. That's the only place I see it is sprinkled through her hair. Here's our next special diamond. This one again is got the mica powder on top of it. Z722, letter A. So that one is in the orange flowers. So here, there, not that one or that one, but these ones definitely for sure. All right, so our next one is K444. The yellow is not the one that you're looking at. It's that gold color topping. So K444 is a slash mark through here and on this and on her bracelet and here. And that is really all I see for that one. Next we have Z3822. This is like a buttery yellow color, and that again has the mica powder. Z3822 is the letter V. So it is in the center of some of these, like the center, it's in there, and a little bit of in her bracelet. There's not a lot of that one. 352, let me get on screen maybe. So our last fairy dust one. Z352 looks like a money symbol. So it's in the more pink flowers. Through here, through that one, around the edges of that one, around the edges of that one, and that one. And then there's some through here too. All right, and our very last one is L782. This one is that iridescent. It looks like a crystal. It's kind of like a yellowy golden color. You remember how I said the lighter parts around here were that AB, or were that mica powder one? Well, the darker through the whole center of that is going to be that. So that is really going to pop and sparkle. There's a few W's through this as well. I'm trying to see. There's a couple in her bracelet here. Looks like there's a few here. I'm not really seeing it anywhere else. Wow, that's going to really pop. It's really going to stand out. That's very cool. Okay, well, that is all I have for today. Please let me know if you have any questions in the comment section below. Let me know which one of these was your favorite, or if you have either one of them or have worked on one. Anyway, I thank you. Appreciate your time for being here. Remember, Sparkle Sanctuary is wherever you go to take care of your mental health. So please take time to take care of you. And I'll see you in my next video. Bye.